Assalamu alaikum, Honorable Chief Guest, esteemed guest of honor, distinguished faculty and staff, respected parents, and very excited students. My name is Mina Kidwai, and my co-host is Bilal Zubaidi. We would like to welcome you to the 17th orientation of SZABIST for the batch of 2012 to 2016. I would like to now introduce to you the people who ensure the smooth functioning of SZABIST so that it can continue to fulfill its promise of delivering quality education, contribute to cutting-edge research, and act as a socially responsible member of its community. They are Dr. Azra Fazal, Chancellor, Dr. Saqib Rizavi, President, Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani, Vice President Academics and Dean of Management Sciences, Dr. Suleiman Sheikh, Secretary Board of Trustees and Director Administration, Dr. Ghazala Rahman, Director Sindh Abhyas Academy, Dr. Framji Minwala, Head of Media Sciences, Dr. Imran Amin, Head of Computing and Head of Center for Renewable Energy Research, Dr. Faraz Janejo, Head of BE Mechatronics, Ms. Shaista Sarki, Head of Law Program, Mr. Masood Ahmed, Head of Sustainable Development Research Center, Dr. Mustaqisur Rahman, Program Manager, MS PhD Management Sciences, Dr. Nadir Kulachi, Program Manager, MBA Evening, Ms. Hina Mubin, Program Manager, MBA Day Program, Ms. Subika Rizvi, Program Manager, EMBA, Ms. Shahla Najib Siddiqui, Program Manager, BABS, Ms. Wajiha Javed, Program Manager, BBA 3rd and 4th year and Head of Academic Services, Mr. Fahad Kamal Zubairi, Program Manager, BBA 1st and 2nd year, Dr. Riaz Sheikh, Program Manager, MS PhD Social Sciences, Dr. Farheen Nasir, Program Manager, BS Social Sciences, Dr. Hasnain Mansoor, Program Manager, MS Computing, Mr. Asim Riaz, Program Manager, BS Computing, Ms. Sayyida Jabeen Jahazeb, Manager Admissions, Ms. Mansoora Ahmed, Assistant Academic Controller, Ms. Alia Salim, Examination Controller, Ms. Aisha Kadir, Records Controller, Mr. Muhammad Arif, Librarian, Mr. Asif Ali Qazi, Head of Information Technology, Mr. Abdul Hafiz Abbasi, Manager Systems, Mr. Kamran Wali Jan, Manager Development, Ms. Iram Khan, Manager Executive Development Center, Ms. Jaya S. Longani, Manager External Affairs and Financial Assistance, Mr. Tausif Ahmed, Assistant Financial Controller, Mr. Abdul Fatah Brohi, Manager University Affairs, Mr. Atiq Rafiq Memon, Manager ZAB FM, Mr. Fuad Shams, Manager Marketing, Ms. Faiza Sharif, HR Officer, Ms. Samar Hussain, HR Officer, Mr. Hadayatullah Sumro, HR Officer, Ms. Hina Junejo, Manager, Center of Management and Development, Mr. Mohammad Sarfaraz, Manager Procurement, Mr. Mohammad Shiraz, Admin Officer, Ms. Amreen Ahmed, Student Advisor.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to take the honor of introducing our first speaker for the day, Vice President SZABIST, Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani. Professor Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani's career spans over 25 years of rich and diverse experience related to higher education teaching, research, academic administration, and management, both in the public and private sector universities. Dr. Jalbani has done his PhD in Management Sciences from the Edinburgh University, UK. His doctoral program from Glasgow University in UK and post-graduation in management from Milan, Italy. Dr. Jalbani is an HEC approved supervisor and has supervised MS PhD thesis and reviewed various research papers and PhD theses in management sciences. He is a member of various academic and non-academic bodies within and outside Pakistan. He is the author of over 40 research papers published in journals of international repute and has presented various papers in conferences both within Pakistan and abroad. Dr. Jalbani is currently working at SZABIST and has been here for the last 1 decade. Currently, he is working as Vice President Academics and Dean Faculty of Management Sciences. I would now like to invite Vice President SZABIST, Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani, to please come on stage and deliver the welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dr. Jalbani.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, Managing Director, Pakistan State Oil. Respectable Guest of Honor, Mr. Aftab Shahban Mirani Sahab, Members, Board of Trustees, President SZABIST Dr. Saqib Rizavi, Dr. Sulaiman Sheikh, Secretary Board of Trustees and Head of Administration, guests, faculty, staff, proud parents, students, and the organizers of this event. A very warm welcome to you all on behalf of SZABIST, and a special thanks to the chief guest and the guest of honor who have spared their precious time to join us here and share their ideas as well. Shaheed Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto said, and I quote, "I'm guiding you to seek truth from the facts of the historical conditions of our society and to identify the problems. The correct solution will come with the correct identification of the problems." Unquote. According to the Global Hunger Index, South Asia has the highest child malnutrition in the world. More than 70% of the world's underweight children at the age of 5 or less live in just 10 countries, and with more than 50% located in South Asia. South Asia is the poorest region on the earth after sub-Saharan Africa. To sustain growth and reduce poverty in South Asia, 1 million new jobs are needed every month. According to Food and Agriculture Organization report, 925 million people do not have enough to eat, and 98% of the hungry people live in developing countries. 65% of the world hungry people are only in 7 countries, including Pakistan. In Pakistan alone, there are roughly 70 million children between the age of 5 and 19 years. But only 60% of these children finish primary school. And the journey from primary schools to tertiary and university education remains only a dream of vast majority of this country. Recent statistics suggest that only 6% of Pakistanis become university graduate. My dear students, have you ever thought what you have done to deserve the privilege you are enjoying here today? One thing that you should believe in without speaking doubt is that your hard work, the enormous blessing of Almighty Allah, and the prayers of your parents. Today, you are sitting here as a successful students who are just 25% of the total candidates applied for admission in SZABIST this year. Students, you have proved that you deserve to be a part of prestigious SZABIST family, a family that has achieved several milestones in a very short span of time, that is 17 years, showing the strong foundations on which this institution has been built. SZABIST has always strived for quality education, vibrant culture, diverse but harmonized students' body, experienced and qualified faculty, conducive teaching and learning environment, and sense of serving community. SZABISTians, much like yourself, who started their journey with a similar orientation, have shined bright with noted achievements, including foreign merit scholarships for PhD and the positions in the corporate world. Recent examples are many students have succeeded in getting foreign scholarships, including Fulbright scholarships, each for US $250,000 each. SZABIST's delegation always secured best school and top delegation awards internationally. Besides this, SZABISTians have brought many laurels, not just for the institute, but for the country also. Proud parents, today it is a day of jubilation for you. Since many years, you have been investing your hard-earned resources in your most valued assets, that is your sons and daughters. Inshallah, now their development and grooming at SZABIST will enable them to change the world into a better place, more caring and more tolerant. The rigorous training at SZABIST will help them in becoming what you have aspired for them. Finally, I congratulate you with confidence, authority, and integrity. You are truly blessed to be the successful candidates who today sit here as SZABISTians. However, success comes at the cost of embedding struggle. You have a tough road ahead, and you will have to work hard. I would conclude here by saying that, students, the pressure is on you to prove that indeed you are the band of torchbearers that we recognized in you, that you will not only advance your own life and career with the valuable lessons you will receive, but you will have to carry out and spread the light of education from a mere 6% to 100% Pakistanis one day. Please volunteer yourself in future for good cause. I'm sure that you are generation with tremendous potential to change, and you can change a lot. Yes, you can do. Thank you all, and God bless you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Jalbani. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to introduce our next speaker, the President of SZABIST, Dr. Saqib Rizavi. Dr. Rizavi is an economist by profession. He obtained his master's degree from the University of Punjab and then received a master's in development economics from Vanderbilt University, USA, and his PhD in economics from Northeastern University, also in the United States. He brings to SZABIST a broad professional experience, having worked in the Planning Commission of the Government of Pakistan and a private sector financial institution. Before joining SZABIST in 2010, Dr. Rizavi has worked for nearly 20 years at the International Monetary Fund, IMF, where he had the opportunity to gain experience about a variety of economic, public policy, and development issues in Africa, Middle East, South America, and the Caribbean. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite on stage the President of SZABIST, Dr. Rizavi, to come address this audience. Dr. Rizavi.
Assalamu alaikum, and a very good evening to all of you. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, CEO and Managing Director of Pakistan State Oil. Honorable Guest of Honor, Mr. Aftab Shahban Mirani Sahib, Vice Chairman of the Board of Trustees, former Defense Minister and former Chief Minister of Sindh. Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani, Vice President Academics, Dr. Suleiman Sheikh Sahab, Secretary Board of Trustees and Director Administration, parents, students, and my SZABIST colleagues. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to SZABIST Orientation. I congratulate the students for succeeding in the tough competition for admission in SZABIST. You are now members of a proud educational community with a great tradition of accomplishments and which challenges you to discover yourself. In this quest of self-discovery, the management, faculty, and the student societies at SZABIST will be your guide, your mentors, and your partners. SZABIST, guided by the vision of its founder, Shaheed Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto, has made great progress over the last 17 years and has become one of the leading institutions of higher education. With the hard work and dedication of its faculty and staff, and guided by the leadership of its Chancellor, Dr. Azra Fazal, and the Board of Trustees, this institution will continue to grow, to evolve, and become stronger. Today, SZABIST is a multidisciplinary institution. It offers specializations in management sciences, computing, mechatronics, social sciences, media sciences, biosciences, and law. This year, maintaining its commitment to culture and history, SZABIST has launched Sindh Abhyas Academy, which in addition to research would offer courses in collaboration with the social science department. Now for the incoming students, at SZABIST, we believe that maintaining a learning-friendly environment is critical for your intellectual enrichment and our ability to impart high-quality education to you. And please remember that maintaining such an environment is our common responsibility. To succeed in this effort, it is important that you know your rights and your responsibilities. For this, I encourage you to carefully read the documents which have been provided you today in the package that you have received, where you have the student handbook, the prospectus, and the course catalog. These documents have a wealth of information to make your life easier and your entry into new academic life smoother. My message to you is express yourself freely, but in a mature manner. Discover yourself individually and together, and look to the future with courage, self-belief, and anticipation. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the chief guest for the financial support that his organization has provided to SZABIST, scholarships for our Hyderabad campus. Sir, this gesture is greatly appreciated. In conclusion, I would like to thank from the bottom of my heart all those who have worked so very hard to make this event such a successful event. My special gratitude to Dr. Amanat Ali Jalbani, Vice President Academics, Dr. Suleiman Sheikh, Director Administration, and what I would call Team SZABIST. Once again, a warm welcome to the new students, and thank you to all of you.
Thank you, Dr. Izabi. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, our next speaker, Mr. Aftab Shahban Mirani, Vice Chairman, Board of Trustees, SZABIST. Mr. Mirani has not only worked as Vice Chairman of the SZABIST Board of Trustees, but has served as the Chief Minister of Sindh in the first government of Benazir Bhutto, and in her second term served as the Defense Minister of Pakistan. He is presently a member of the National Assembly of Pakistan and has been elected 6 times, twice as a member of the Sindh Assembly and 4 times as a member of the National Assembly, and is amongst the very few people in this country who have been elected 6 times. Mr. Mirani has been on the SZABIST Board of Trustees since the institution's inception in 1995 and is Vice Chairman for the last 12 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. Aftab Shahban Mirani.
Auz billahi minash shaitan rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, CEO and Managing Director, Pakistan State Oil, Members, Board of Trustees, President SZABIST, Dr. Saqib Rizavi, Vice President Academics, Amanat Ali Jalbani Saab, Dr. Suleiman Sheikh Saab, guests, faculty, staff, proud parents, and students. Assalamu alaikum. It is my privilege to be amongst you on this auspicious occasion of orientation ceremony of new students who have got admission in different programs at SZABIST. In this regard, I congratulate you all and your parents and will say good luck in your future career. On your success, SZABIST, being one of the best institutions in the country, has thrown open to you the doors of knowledge, and it is now up to you to decide how you are going to utilize that treasure of knowledge for your academic and professional grooming. Being one of the doyen of the founders of SZABIST, I know very well how SZABIST started, and I am glad to say that the small educational sapling planted by Shaheed Mohtarama Benazir Bhutto Sahiba in 1995 has grown into a big tree with its branches in the main cities of Pakistan as well as outside Pakistan. In addition to Karachi campus, we have campuses in Islamabad, Hyderabad, Ladkhana, and Dubai. These campuses are engaged in quality education, equipping students with all necessary tools to compete in the market and grow intellectually and professionally. To enhance the capacity and capabilities of students, we have tried to establish a state-of-the-art library equipped with latest books, magazines, and journals on different subjects. SZABIST also has subscribed to HEC online library, which has a big collection of books, journals, and periodicals. SZABIST management, through its hard work, commitment, and dedication, has created an exciting environment conducive for the academic pursuits, facilitating students to achieve their academic goals. In addition to that, SZABIST holds national and international research conferences twice a year, providing students and researchers an opportunity to present research papers on the issues being faced by the society. The conference helps researchers to use their research potential for the benefit of the society and the country. I think no society can progress and develop without research, because it is the research which provides scientific and durable solutions to societal problems. I'm delighted to hear from the organizers that SZABIST has initiated a project on renewable energy, which, when completed, will be a small contribution for the energy sector. Ladies and gentlemen, being a founding member of SZABIST, I must share with you that SZABIST was established with the sole purpose of providing quality education that will help our youth to liberate themselves from oppressive forces and enhance their capacity to work for the democracy and rule of law, so that our country can be built on the foundations envisioned by Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah and Allama Muhammad Iqbal. Education brings democracy, and political stability. I differ with those who put education and politics in different realms. To me, they are inherently intertwined and two faces of the same coin. If you erase the one face, the coin will be rendered useless. It is education that promotes democracy, democratic attitudes everywhere. And in return, democracy promotes education and ensures access of everyone, without discrimination on the basis of caste, color, or creed. It was this principle that guided Shaheed Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto to focus on education, especially scientific education. It was he who saw education as the main tool of development and integrated education into the economy and made it an essential part of national development. He established many universities in the backward areas of Pakistan in order to provide facilities to the poor to get higher education at their doorsteps, changing the notion that higher education is only the right of the rich. He strongly believed that no society can progress without scientific education. It was in this context that he established a number of technical educational centers around the nook and corner of the country in order to provide skilled labor to the growing industry, which was established with his efforts. Pakistan Steel Mill is a glaring example of this effort to industrialize country and provide youth with jobs and propel country in the comedy of developing nations. In addition to these institutions, Sayyid Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto also established regional research centers in different universities to provide input to Foreign Office on the matters of foreign policy, truly reflecting national agenda and preserving the sovereignty of the country, which was under lingering question after the breakup of the country in 1971. To say briefly, he wanted to integrate education and educational institutions into the public policy matters and provide vital input so that national problems could be resolved in a scientific manner. But the vision of Sayyid Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto about education suffered heavy setback when the military dictator General Zia brought a coup on the 5th of July 1977. The country was thrown into darkness and educational priorities were put on the back burner. The academic freedom Shaheed Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto had given to teachers and students was curtailed because universities offered tough resistance to Zia's dictatorial rule. Teachers and students unions were banned, and universities, which are supposed to be the beacon of light and freedom, were turned into domes of parochialism and narrow-mindedness. Such actions of Zia and his junta stymied the growth of higher education and democracy, leaving Bhutto's dream unfulfilled. Shaheed Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto Sahiba, the enlightened daughter of Zulfiqar Ali Bhutto, wanted to continue working on the unfinished work of her father. It was in this context that she established SZABIST to meet out the educational deficit in the country. She established SZABIST with the purpose to prepare youth for better tomorrow by equipping them with the weapon of quality education. Benazir Sahaba had a vision to integrate education, development and democracy, and for that she wanted to have educational institutions that can realize her vision. This vision of Benazir Sahaba finally gave birth to this institution, of which you are now part, and I hope you will be working and using your energies to realize the dreams of Benazir Bhutto Sahaba. That dream is about democracy, development and prosperous Pakistan, where state will be using major chunk of its resources on education and health of the people. She intrinsically linked democracy with education, and it can be judged from her last book, Reconciliation, Islam, Democracy and the West. And I quote, "Democracy cannot be sustained in the absence of stable and growing middle class. And the first key to develop the middle class is to build an educational system that allows children to rise to a higher social and economical status than their parents." And today, I am glad that SZABIST is doing this job by providing opportunity to everyone to attain quality education. We have students from every strata of society, and it has helped to evolve into a kind of culture which is based on affinity and love, interweaving everyone into the thread of SZABIST family. Once again, I congratulate you and I wish you all the best and good luck with your studies. You all have achieved your first goal, and the first goal was to get admission into SZABIST. So now move along and reach your destination, whatever your destination is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Mirani. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is an absolute honor for me to be introducing the chief guest for the evening, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, Managing Director, Pakistan State Oil. Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir is currently the Managing Director at the Pakistan State Oil. He holds a master's degree from Heriot-Watt University in the United Kingdom, as well as a bachelor's in chemical engineering from Punjab University. A commercial marketing and refining expert, Mr. Naeem Yahya has over 21 years of experience in leading national and multinational companies with an emphasis in downstream operations including marketing, distribution, refining, and shipping. Combining in-depth technical knowledge and an extensive experience of marketing POL products, Mr. Naeem has developed expertise in multiple disciplines including sales and marketing, supply chain management, quality control, product development, refinery upgrades, and workforce development. A multicultural leader with a strong track record of driving revenue, growth, and profitability, he has successfully negotiated multiple global contracts with decision makers in more than 20 countries across the Middle East, Far East, and Europe. Mr. Naeem is also a lifetime member of the Pakistan Engineering Council, as well as a member of the International Fuel Quality Center, the American Institute of Chemical Engineers, and Canadian Society for Chemical Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to please invite Chief Guest for the evening, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, upon the stage. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Respected President, Vice President, guest of honor, and all the faculty and parents and the students. I feel honored to be invited in such an auspicious place to address you today. While there is a written speech for me, but I don't think I need a written verse. I will try to speak from my heart what I believe in and what I think the youth of today have to follow. First of all, we always say that youth is our future. Now, when we say youth our future, we have to clarify two things. Number one, if the youth has started his life with the parents and the teachers giving him the right ethical values, the honesty, the dedication, the basic principles of life to function, then I think we have a bright future. If we have been ignorant in that, and we have not done that, and teachers have not played their part, then we have a dark future. If you students have worked through with honesty, hard work, and studied very hard, then we have a very bright future. If you have used unfair practices, cheating and other methods, then we have a very dark future. If you are dreaming to work very hard and have ambitions and dreams to successfully and positively reach to your goals and objectives, to aim the professions you want to pursue, we have a very bright future. But if you are thinking shortcuts, crutches of the parents, then we have a very dark future. We have to decide, you as a youth, which path we have to follow. The other nations around us have taken that path of bright future because their youth have the skill, the talent, the energies to study hard, innovate things, come with new scientific models. But where are we? Very far off. I have to speak realities on the ground. We cannot go on praising ourselves while we are far away from the madding crowd. We have not reached the research. We have not done enough to either educate our youth, or we have failed somewhere, because we need to change. We have to survive. It is always the survival of the fittest. Therefore, my message to the youth is, you have to dream positively. You have to take little steps to reach the mountains and the space. You cannot have fast-track basis. Don't dream something which is on the wrong path. Always even have patience. So for me, the youth of today's needs to be bright if they have a path which is right. Based on that, I will now read from Qaid message to the students which he addressed on 24th March 1948. Your main occupation should be in fairness to yourselves, in fairness to your parents, and indeed in fairness to the state. To devote your attention solely to your studies. It is only thus that you can equip yourselves for the battle of life that lies ahead of you. Only thus will you be an asset and a source of strength and of pride to your state. Only thus can you assist it in solving the great social and economic problems that confront it and enable it to reach its destined goal among the most progressive and strongest nations in the world. Now I come to myself. I have come back to this country after 29 years outside, and I have a dream. I have a dream and a vision that we should also be same, if not better, than other community of the nations. And therefore, I came with a dream and told our vision to my company as follows. In 2 years, we should be the #1 company in Pakistan. In 4 years, we should be a regional player. And in 6 years, we should be a global player. Now, everybody tells me you are crazy, this place, the culture, the things are not right. I believe if you have a will, you have a way. if you are determined to achieve positive these goals, then let's look around. There are countries, there are companies of identical things like Pakistan State Oil, who's like PetroChina, Petronas of Malaysia, and all these companies are now integrated global state oil companies whose revenues are exceeding $85 billion per annum. But where are we? Today I find that we as state oil company is a very big energy company of Pakistan, but it's still a marketing and distribution company. Such companies of this scale, like even Indian Oil Corporation, have achieved refining, have integrated with the upstream, downstream, drilling, shipping, global. They are global players investing worldwide and changing the destiny of their nations. We have to be there, otherwise we will lose. We have to do something different. We have to be innovative in doing the things. And therefore, I have tried every other things in my company which and inculcating in their minds that you have to be different, you have to become with the innovative ways. If you want to beat the competition, and if I look at the history, I always find very fascinating that all the big enemies or big battles were won by small enemy with a surprise and innovative element. Same goes in commercial world. You have to be different, you have to be innovative, you have to come with fresh ideas. People following the same lines don't achieve anything. And therefore, I believe strongly that I am not crazy. In 6 years, we will achieve where we want to be globally. Take this company energy, which we direly need, with others who have also done in the same manner. Therefore, in Pakistan State Oil, we are now dreaming big. And why we don't want to talk big? Because talking takes us nothing. It is irony of fate that when I left 29 years behind, I read an article which said that we have charcoal and it can produce 20,000, 200,000 megawatt. We have all that. I return after 29 years and the same article I read, we have charcoal, but not producing one single megawatt. I left this country and we were talking about Kalabagh Dam and other dams. Today I come back after 29 years, we are still talking. Talking don't change anything. If I say this mic should be put there and it has a lot of benefits, we can talk years, but it will not move there till I physically lift and put it there. I believe in implementation, less talking, innovative ways, and I believe my youth, you must wake up. Shortcuts. Shortcuts will not take you anywhere. Hard work, shortcuts, you can achieve temporarily something, but it will never be true for a long time. It will be short but disastrous. But stable, skillful person can live long. He doesn't need stretch clutches or anything. I know that I have worked very hard in my life. I went outside. I was in companies where international competition, even whites with lot of education skills were there. But I continue to develop myself, not looking to others, not blaming others, but blaming myself that why I cannot do. Therefore, you have to expand your knowledge. If you are doing BBA, that is not enough. Also, go in the home, do skillful, learn computers, because today I integrate refining, marketing, commercial things, because I am a diploma holder, certificates in computers, in shipping, in engineering, in this. Unless you integrate these skills together, you will not be effective. You have to expand yourself. Don't live in one hole. You have to learn other skills. It's the skill at the end. It's the skill which survives. This is how the others, if you look back to Bollywood, what do? They make creative movies or formula films. But we spend money to give them. The companies who make mobiles, we believe they make the new mobiles and we spend money to get it. But we get nothing. We becoming penniless. who are there are getting richer and richer. It's the other way around you have to do. You make the things and sell it and then become richer and enjoy the life. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Naeem Yahya Mir, for gracing this ceremony. Someone once said that the universe is not made up of atoms. It is in fact made up of stories. And we know there are more than 1,000 different stories present here with us today. We thank each of you for the special story of your family, the story that led you to bring your children here to us today. And we applaud you and your family as you join us in writing the next chapter of your special story of life. A life full of excitement, challenges, competition, compromise, disappointment, but ultimately, discovery of yourselves awaits you. So be very courageous and believe in yourself. Where there is a will, there is a way. We welcome you to SZABIST and wish you all the very best for the new journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank all of you for being here with us. And I must thank all our organizers, from the technical team to logistics, and two names that we must take, Mrs. Shaila Najib Siddiqui and Ms. Amreen Ahmed. Both of them have worked very hard to put up this event. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now requested to please proceed towards the poolside area for iftari. However, please remain seated while our honorable and esteemed guests are escorted.
First. Thank you.